So this is a quick video to show you how to turn on this brand new feature in FreshBooks called Financial Lock. You might have heard accounting folks call it locking the books. So quickly, I'm going to show you where to go to turn it on inside your FreshBooks file. But you better keep listening though, because I have some suggestions on how to use it and some warnings about its limitations. As always, always check the description of my YouTube videos because I will put all the resources I mentioned down in the description. In this video, there are at least 4 other helpful things. So first, you go down to Settings, and then you scroll down again all the way here to Accounting. It's highly likely that you've never been to this part of your FreshBooks, but when you're ready to lock the books, you will turn on this little green toggle, and you will pick a date that you want to lock it to by turning the toggle to green. It turns off just as easily like you just saw. You might need to turn it off sometimes. It's not a permanent decision to turn this on. It's more like just some guardrails where it's just going to make it a little bit harder for you or for someone else to make a change to a previous accounting period. The key issue you are trying to avoid is doing something in the previous period by accident. So if you ever want to make a change to a prior period's financials, then you just come in here, you deselect it, then you dig into FreshBooks wherever you need to make that change, and then you come back and you relock it. So you can use this feature anytime you are certain that your books are truly finished. If you are really on top of things and do your books every month, like some of the people in my FreshBooks office hours do, you could lock it every month. My guess is the average FreshBooks user who is DIYing their books is probably going to benefit most from this button by using it at the end of each year, after you've polished your books and filed your taxes. Now for some warnings over this about this page. Let's read what it does. It says, currently Financial Lock only applies to invoices, invoice payments, and expenses. So the biggest warning I have is about what it doesn't lock as of the date of this recording, which is February 5th, 2025. Because you can still go wild creating journal entries at any date and time. That definitely needs to be fixed by the FreshBooks developers, and they know it. They know that it needs to be fixed, so it will be one day. But journal entries are not a part of Financial Lock as of February 2025, and bank reconciliation is not a part of Financial Lock. And if y'all follow my videos, you'll know that I do not suggest giving people accountant access to your FreshBooks file if they aren't familiar with FreshBooks. There is just so much different about FreshBooks than other softwares that most small business tax pros work with. So you'll recall that in my year-end checklist for FreshBooks, which I hope you've printed out and methodically gone through, in that checklist, my recommendation is that you provide reports to your tax pro instead of giving them access. So you can use my year-end checklist as a way to know what reports to provide them. That year-end checklist will be linked below. But the fact that it doesn't lock journal entries is pretty huge because tax pros love their journal entries, and I've seen some incorrect ones from people who don't understand FreshBooks. Mostly because they don't understand this very unique feature called petty cash, which you must understand as your own bookkeeper in FreshBooks. You surely understand what petty cash is in FreshBooks, right? Your petty cash account says $0, right? Because you've watched my 6 steps to bank reconciliation video where I spend the most time explaining the concept of petty cash, which is 100% unique to FreshBooks in all of the accounting software space. I hope you've watched that video. By the way, if you find that your books are a bit messy or you're confused, you can always come to my free FreshBooks Q&A that I host on the 3rd Thursday of every month. Go to heritagebusinessservices.com/help-with-FreshBooks to sign up, and I'll answer your questions in that group setting for free. We meet every 3rd Thursday. One other warning is this, and this is largely for my accounting pro friends. This Financial Lock button is just an on-off button. You cannot password protect it. And other competing bookkeeping softwares, some of them do have a way to password protect their locking feature. But if you're doing the books for a client and you finish your work and you want to lock it and you really like to maintain that tight control of past data because you worked so hard to get it perfect, well, just know that the owner can still come in and just straight up unlock this. By the way, if you're an accounting pro, you should email Kate at heritagebusinessservices.com. That's Kate at heritagebusinessservices.com. And let me know that you would like in my private free community for accounting pros so we can all get good at FreshBooks together. I am desperate for people smarter than me to get smart on this software and become experts at this software so we can really leverage it and help more FreshBooks users, y'all. I'm not going to take away your clients. I just want to work and collaborate with other big-brained modern accountants so we can solve sticky situations in FreshBooks. If you're a business owner, the best thing you can do is hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications for this Fix Your FreshBooks channel. So, in recap, use Financial Lock when you have perfected any period of your bookkeeping. Register for the free monthly Q&A. Download my year-end checklist to know what reports to give your tax pro instead of giving them access. Email me if you're an accounting pro and want to, noodle together in the free community of accounting pros that are trying to get smart on FreshBooks. Make sure you have watched and digested my 6 steps to bank reconciliation video. If you are a FreshBooks user, you have to have your books perfect and perfectly reconciled before you can lock them. And if you need my help, check out heritagebusinessservices.com/services. If you want to look at the kind of things I do, my list of services, and we can get you sorted out. You might even be a good candidate for my office hours group, which is like having a bookkeeper in your back pocket throughout the year so you don't let your problems compound on top of each other. It's a great low-cost way to get support. All right, adios for now. I'm Kate Josephine Johnson, and I help businesses build their business legacy.